live there permanently so that we don't get caught up in that kind of disaster. So I think for me, it starts with leadership and end, with the people. Everybody should be responsible for his or her own safety in Nigeria.
All right, then. So this is Spotlight on Super FM. Follow the conversation on social media at Super FM Lagos. Watch live on YouTube, Super FM Lagos. You can also be a part of the conversation by calling into the studio 0805 0920927. That's 0805 0920927. You can send a WhatsApp message to 0705 0927. 2024 in review. What is the major event that happened this year you would want to comment on? All right, so Mr. Sampson, let me take you a step back. Still on elections and democracy. What are some key takeaway from the Edo and Ondo state gubernatorial elections that happened this year? What are the takeaway for you? The takeaways for you?
Well, the usual suspects when we have elections, vote buying, is still that part of one of the ugly things that happen again in our elections. Um, I don't know if you saw the video of a particular woman, old woman, sitting the basement of her house being interviewed and was saying something proudly, that we voted and they gave us money. And of course, the children were there, or the people they lived together, even trying to caution her. But she already spilled it because she didn't even know the implication of what she said or what she did. It tells us something that we are still in that corner where politicians have been able to master the way to deal with poor people, poor Nigerians who really are poor, at the same time cannot think. It's one thing for you to be poor. It's another thing for you to be rational. Some people are poor and they don't want to be rational about anything. Don't
But
tell them
is it
anything
something
because
that goes hand
if
in
you tell
hand?
people, they'll do that.
Is
And
it,
sorry,
I said, is it possible to be poor and rational at the same time?
you said?
I said, is it possible to be poor and rational at the same time? If you've not eaten or if there's no money in your account, can you think clearly?
That's the point. That's the point I'm speaking to. I'm not blaming the people for collecting money. If you are hungry, there is no rationality for hunger. The only rational thing to do when you are hungry is to get food. And how do you get food? Is either you get it raw or somebody gives you money. And this person that is giving you money is not even asking you for 2 months. Just some things for me, and I'll pay you. And that's what they are doing. And it's an evil thing to do to the people because you know their conditions. So you have now weaponized poverty. You are now using it against them. Even the people that are not so poor, the people you even think are rational, they are also in this kind of situation where they also cannot tell. But I tell you pointedly that anywhere I try to talk to people, even though you are poor, please don't allow the poverty to eat up your thinking faculty. It's dangerous because this man giving you money, where is the money coming from? And wherever it comes, maybe he went to the bank to collect a loan or he sold houses and all those things, he's going to get them back. That is where we need to sensitize our people. We know your condition, financial condition. But these people, if you can look at them in the face and say, hey, go away with your money. Some people will say, oh, collect the money, don't vote for them. Well, is it that easy? So I think both ways we can do something for ourselves. Yes, you are poor. Yes, you are hungry. This man giving money to you, do you think he loves you? He's your enemy, your number one enemy. Can you be bold enough and look at that person in the face and say, get away from my side? That
Yeah.
is that is the level we need to get to. So for now, even 2027 election, politicians will still bring out money. People will still collect money because where they were 4 years ago, they will still be there today. If
Okay.
things
Yeah.
don't change.
All right. So, how about the conduct of the local government elections, do you think that because the states, the ruling parties swept the seats in most states at the local elections? So, what comments do you have to make on that one?
Politicians. Let me mention the two major political parties, number one and two, or number two and one, PDP and APC. Um, there is no difference. The difference between them, if any, is the difference between six and half a dozen. Anytime they conduct the election, local government election in their state, it's usually the ruling party that will win. How? Because the ruling party will have appointed the SEC, that State Independent Electoral Commission chairman, and maybe other people that will work with it or her. So it's like who pays Piper dictating the two. Because election was held, I think the same day Ondo election was going on. They held local government election in Ogun State.
Yeah.
APC cleared everything. Even in some places where elections did not hold, they announced results. I covered that of Oyo State, when it was held. I covered the Ogun area. And I got to relocate. The shared office was locked up as at 1 p.m.